And welcome back to Zielonka. Well, I've fast forwarded a month, 2 months actually, and that. Oh, what am I doing? What am I doing? The idea behind it is that we need to get ourselves some money to lease a bigger machinery for our carrots field. I mean, the machinery that we have is alright, but it's just not gonna cut it as far as size is concerned. So we are going to go and harvest the soybeans that we have over here, and hopefully, big time hopefully, we're going to get enough money out of it that we can one, we'll need to buy some sort of a production, otherwise we're just going to sell the carrots and they don't really fetch a lot of money, so it's not really profitable as such for me to do that. Alright, so I'll let him do this while I get, why not get this tractor going, and then we'll get the trailer to be taken all the way there, all the way over there, so we can start carting away, and hopefully the price is right for soybeans and we can sell them and get ourselves some cash. Now, the fields I don't think are big enough for us to really make a lot of money on them. So soybeans, what is our prices at the moment? So we can get 3.7. Wow. 3.7 is in July. So that's not really going to be a big help to us. Okay, we don't need you, we don't need you, we don't need you. Okay. So I think the biggest problem is going to be, I mean, as much as it's nice that they put carrots and all that sort of stuff, actually, where are we? See, I could use this machinery to harvest the carrots. Problem is, I guess it's $25,000 for that, and 5. So it's going to cost me $30,000 to lease this, but I will have it done really quick. And I think this is where the problem is going to be. As much as the machinery that Giants have provided is good, it's probably real, and well, not probably, for sure, it's realistic. I think it just makes it. It's just going to be one of these things that you do once or twice or 3 times or whatever, and then you don't want to do it anymore because it takes such a long time. I mean, I did those 2 contracts, and you know, as much as the fields were decent sized, they were not massive by any stretch of imagination. I mean, you can imagine in having to deal with that on fields, some of the modern maps, that fields, you know, 5, 6, 7 times the size of those. I think this is where the dilemma is going to be as far as what they're offering. They would have needed to take in consideration realism, yes, but they would have needed to take in consideration the fact that you know, people don't have, not everybody sits on a computer game 6-7 hours a day. And I think this is where they kind of missed a little bit. They should have given the capacity. I mean, they've given us the one with the boxes, which I suppose that's good. The only downside to it is that you can put it on worker, but you really can't put it on worker, if that makes sense. And the reason that you can't put it on worker is because it will not when it unloads it so close that when it comes back, it literally, I'm gonna sell both of this. I don't think I'm gonna, as much as this tractor looks alright, it's just too slow. And that kind of isn't really what I wanted to do. Okay, so let's see I'll see how much money I get for it before I'm gonna consider whether I sell it or not. So we'll get $48,000 definitely gone. And so you get 13.5. Let's see if I repair it, 14.2. So you do get a little bit of profit. Okay, 48.9. So 49.48. So you do get your money back. Okay. The reason that I've done that is because of this. Oh, where am I? Here is where I am. And is it this one? Yep. So I believe that this costs $110,000. $110,000, yes. So we'll buy that. This is why I sacrificed the tractor to buy this. Now I'm gonna have, you know what I'm doing, right? I'm looking for, see if I've got any apples here to make it a little bit more worthwhile. Let's walk around here, see if there's anything. Come on, you should have put a few apples around here. And I've probably already been here, and the reason that I can't find the apples is either because there were none, or because I have already found them. Okay, nothing there, nothing there. Nothing in the wheelbarrow, nothing there. Okay, so yeah, I was watching Dagoin and he explained why he didn't buy this because of the current distance. And you know, oh, there we are. There is an apple here, and you know, I have to agree with him there. Problem is that I don't have. Well, he put the same, and I could have bought the same production and put it on the land next to him there, but I didn't want to do it that way. Okay, so let's have a look at our production. Okay, so we've got preserved. So we got carrots, parsnip, and red beets, but we don't have any of it as of yet. Now, my other thing that I was gonna look at, and I realized that I'm spending way too much time in here. So I could do it like that, but I have this 15,000. 15,000. Didn't I have other trucks that I could use? These. What's the maximum that this one does? Capacity. Okay, so 14,000. But would I'm assuming that it would. Okay, this is spreader. And 38 and 48 meters. So we may consider that later. How much is this truck over here? 25,000. Now, where are you? Okay, this one's a cheaper, but there's only 15,000 liters. So I don't really want to go down that path. This is 25,000 liters. This is 18,000 liters. That I'm starting to go up in price. 49. 23,000 liters and 29,000 liters. So if I was to list this truck, for example, okay, how much would it cost me? Okay, so it's not over the top expensive. But what I'm going to do, and we'll deal with this later, I am going to lease. Is this the one that does the boxes? Yes, it is. So how much is this going to set it around? $10,000. 170 horsepower. Now that's going to be a problem. We'll need a tractor. And sadly, the only tractor that I have that I can afford right now is getting... where are you? Where are you? No, none of those are going to be any good. All these tractors, and I can't afford any of them right now. The only one that I can afford is this one. Yes. I got beacons, I got GPS, and okay, so that's the only thing that I can afford at this very, very second. And we will go with 1200, and black is fine. Okay. You know what I did? Silly me. So we already own one of these. So I'm not quite sure if this is a smart thing that I've done or not a smart thing that I've done. This is the only way that we can still utilize. I think that's, yep, we can still utilize our trailer where we need it over there. Okay, wow, look at those trees. Why would you put them so close? Oh, this is going to be very interesting. Okay, so let's do this. Now, I was told that you get the money back when... So this is the only way that I can do this and have a worker help me out. Oh, that's sticking to at the same time, so that's good. Alright, and we'll see what happens. We'll try and keep an eye on everything as it happens. Okay, so not very productive at all. The only downside to the way we're doing it is that I'm going to need to get a trailer, or at least lease a trailer, to be able to carry all those pallets. And that's where the dilemma is going to come into it. Okay, well, we'll see what happens. We'll allow this guy to complete the work that he's doing. We'll ride with him and see if he makes it all the way back up to the top. Now, I'm obviously not going to record the whole scenario of me harvesting those carrots because, well, I've done, just last episode, I've done a contract on carrots and parsnip. So I don't think you want me to sit there and, you know, sit there and redo a whole episode on them. But we will obviously keep an eye on it as it fills up. We'll see what happens with the pallets. So we are at 95%. Now again, there's not much point selling because we're not really getting our money's worth. So we'll do this. Oops. Okay, so there we are. That way the combine can keep on going, and we're not waiting for it to get to the 100% and then for us to unload it. But at the same time, we are utilizing both the trailer, the tractor, and the combine. None of them are standing still at the moment. Now, obviously, this trailer becomes a bit useless when it comes to dealing with the pallets that we're going to get out of the carrots. So that will be a bit of a waste, really. We're not really going to get our money's worth from that point of view. But we'll make it. We'll make do. Okay, so what I'll do is do I own the field above? No, I don't. You know, is that ready to harvest the field above? Come on. Where are we? Yes, it is. Is it fully? Yes, it is. So how much is it worth? So if I go and sell these, where would I get best price for these? Soybeans. Ellengrad. So we get it. That's at the train station, isn't it? Or farmers market, which is a little bit lower, I suppose. See, I'm trying to think, should I? But if I do that, I sell these. Okay, I'll get a bit of money out of it, but I'll get a bit of money, but I'll be cashless. I'll have no more cash after that. But I suppose then we'll own quite a lot of blocks of land. Before I do that, there is something that I wanted to do. And let's go back over here at the lake and make sure that there is no apples over here. I mean, if I can get myself 2 apples, I can buy the fields without having to do anything. That kind of dreaming. It really surprises me that they've placed no apples around sort of these wilderness areas. That is a real massive surprise to me, I'll be honest with you. I would have expected that areas like this would have at least, you know, 1 apple, maybe 2. And that's because I need the apples right now, so obviously it would be ideal if they were right here, wouldn't it? They would be ideal if it rained apples right now. No. No such luck, I suppose. I didn't even... Oh, what's going on over here? I do believe that I've already looked here, right? And there were no apples here. Yep, I've definitely looked here. I think there was an apple right here. Okay. As much as I would like to buy this field above, 27,000, I need a little bit. I don't want to take a loan, even though I could. I suppose, why not? I could take a $10,000 loan or $15,000 loan if I had to, and buy that block of land. Okay, I love the way it changes. And this way, I can start harvesting this straight away. Now we're very low on cash, and we have a debt now. But on the other hand, we very quickly progressed. We now own another block of land, and I'm going to... Maybe I'll end up turning all of these lands into one. We'll see. We'll see. So what I'll do is I'll start in over here. At least that way. At least that way he can... Alright, now let's put you in storage. After all, we do want to maximize our profits. We don't want to just sell stuff just for the fun of selling stuff. And we also do want to go and have a look on how our other worker is doing. Okay, so this is what I was talking about. So I think it's, you need to... You see, even though he took the last... he took the 2 rows at once, he's still coming back thinking he's taking that 1 row. This is where it kind of becomes a bit of a dilemma. If I don't do this, what he's going to do is he's going to come back and just drag those things along. Now, I don't mind the fact that these are left into the field. And obviously, what can you do? I mean, at the end of the day, what are you going to do? You have to do something with them. The problem is, am I going to have enough money to buy enough boxes? And the answer is most likely not. Okay, so we've discovered the second farm that we could own. I'm trying to figure out if this is worthwhile. Probably a better buy than our original farm. It seems to be a little bit more flat. Got some gardening equipment here. I'm assuming that when you buy this, you'd be able to utilize all of this. This is the same chicken coop that we have at the other one, the other farm. The only advantage, I suppose, with this is that it is more flat. So you could easily, or easier, well, that was excellent English. You could easier add things to it. And you do have the spot and the space to do so. So this is interesting. So where am I? On the map. Okay. So I am down here. How much does it cost to buy this? Oh, so this is pretty pricey, but I suppose you do get a farm with it. So it's not badly placed, to be honest. Not badly placed at all. So obviously we found 1 apple, as you saw. Yeah, apple over here. There's 1 apple over here. This what is this, by the way? Should have checked it out before I left. Okay. Okay. Oh, heating plant. Okay, that's strange. It's a weird heating plant. Okay, so this guy's doing all right here. He's at 86%. So let's take our tractor there so we can unload him. Now let me know what you think. Am I making a mistake by just spending the money and you know, field after field and all that sort of stuff, or should I have just not bothered with that and just actually kept to the field that I own? Or it's a smart idea, the fact that I am investing the money, even though we're kind of we kind of went into a debt. I suppose I'm gonna want to do this, be out of the way, because I tried the last time to stay in a way and I got in trouble because the combine decided to run me over. Oh no, so we're gonna have to run on the crop. Not ideal, but we don't have crop destruction on, so it's okay. So this is going to be worth it. So we got sorghum. How much is sorghum worth at the moment? 1800 most. Wow, so sorghum is actually at the peak of its price. All right, so obviously as soon as these guys finish, we're going to sell these. Okay, so we are at 67%. And where do we need to take it? Let's have a look. I think it's here where we, yep, that's where we need to take it. So pretty much straight down. So what I'll do is I will go down with the combine, and that way we can unload the combine, and as we are going down anyway, we'll take this to the train station, because I don't know, actually I don't know how much more he's going to get, but it looks like he will get probably another combine full if we're going by the size. So we didn't end up doing that big of a time lapse after all. So if my map reading was right, then we'll go and have a look at that house, see if we've got a apple over there as well. If my map reading was right, just straight down, we have a, oh, what am I doing? What are you doing, buddy? What are you doing? I knew they would have had to put an apple somewhere. Well, there's the train, not that we need it right now. Somewhere in this creek. I thought about it. It just physically could not be that there is no apple anywhere on that side of the world. So yeah. All right, I'll continue to finish the harvesting, and we'll start the next episode just as we're hiring the train. I like the way this is done. I mean, have a look at this. This is fantastic. It's up here a little bit more. I mean, have a look at this field, the way it kind of just... And up here a little bit more, we find the... You know what, I'm gonna do this. You find over here this creek. Over here, it kind of just sort of goes over the road a little bit, but you have enough space to sort of have like a muddy effect, which is, look at this, I like this. Now they could very well, what's going on over here? I haven't been over here before, it's just power lines. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Now, obviously we're just here looking for apples, but look at this, I like this. And by the looks of it, we're not going to find any apples here. But there is one up there. So, again, very, very, very well put together. Let's see. I'm thinking, did they do this because... No, they didn't. I was gonna say, did they allow us to come up here because we could get an apple from here or not? But not. Anyway, have a wonderful day wherever you are around the world. God bless you, and we'll see you next time.